Hello, Taurus, and welcome to How to Attract Abundance for Taurus in the month of September. Okay, so I'm getting a very clear message for you, Taurus. Like, there is no minutia around it. So I guess let me start. In the past, you were feeling a little bit like a pariah. Like maybe your mouth had cashed a check that your butt couldn't cash, or however that saying goes. And I see like either you being cut out of a group or you cutting people out of your group, breaking up from a relationship with a fire sign. Like honestly, as a Taurus, you don't really need a lot of fire in your life. It causes a lot more trouble and embarrassment than I think you are used to or willing to deal with, especially if you're dealing with a Leo Taurus energy. Like Leos are great people, Tauruses are great people, but Taurus is self-respect, it's reservation, it's not strutting, it's just like a silent kind of cool, while Leo is very much like, I am great, look at me, which Taurus finds somewhat embarrassing. And I'm seeing that even presently, if you are dealing with a Leo, that person is still around in your life, but it's like, it's very unofficial, like unorthodox, because there are a lot of projects that you want to wrap up, but so even this Leo energy could represent an entire family. Like Leo could actually just represent the tribe or the herd. And it's saying that right now, currently, you're in a place of either living off of charity or giving people money who are living off of you. And there are some new hurdles that are being tossed your way, some new challenges that are going to require a lot of money for you to overcome. And you kind of have to get the fire started or start burning the flames under your core friend group, which I'm seeing like a core friend group of about 3 people, probably like an air sign and 2 fire signs. Or they could really be anything, but that's what I'm picking up on. It could even be 2 fire signs and an earth sign, or fire, air, and earth, like a little click. But then also, so the really, really clear message, Taurus, is it's from Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. He talks about catching fish, and he says that well, if you want to catch fish, you got to go to the river, right? So what I'm getting for you, Taurus, is that you have to go to the river. That like, if you getting money and making money isn't always about the system or the process. Sometimes it's just simply about location. And if you work in the real estate industry, it's saying that you're in the wrong location. Like you literally have to go somewhere where there is already money, like a city. I also know that the tarot, as ambiguous in general as most readings are, it can also be very literal and very specific. And the specific thing I'm hearing from the 10 of Pentacles right here is that you literally need to go somewhere that either has the word like Penn, like Pennsylvania, Penn State. If there's some place like if you're trying to find a new job and the name is like Penn Fed or Star Group or Celestial something, then I think you should go with that. So just like a little side story, the 10 of Pentacles, I do little like, very big actually, I do hoodoo spells and rituals. And one of the rituals I was doing last year was that I wanted to attract the 10 of Pentacles into my life, that I wanted full financial completion. And you know, I'm sort of new to this stuff, so not everything works out exactly the way that I planned it. I also don't really journal as well as I should. But a year later, I kind of woke up to this revelation, like, oh, I want the 10 of Pentacles, I want the 10 of Pentacles. And I was looking around, and the area that I'm living in currently is known at, I live right by the Pentagon, which is like, you know, the US death mill or military factory or whatever, something. And I was like, oh wow, like, because you know, there's Pentagon City, Penn Circle, like everything's named after like 5, like pentagrams. And I was like, wow, like I really am living here, and or have really manifested this card. And in the card, you can see like there's a family and there's 2 dogs. And so I literally was like, you know, I want to live, I want to attract the 10 of Pentacles. I want 2, like not just 1 dog, I want 2 dogs. I had 1 dog before, but I want 2 now. And it doesn't really show it in the card, but there's like this overpass and like a farmer's market. And cut to, after this manifestation spell, a year later, 2 dogs, pen everything, pentagrams, pentagon, farmer's market. I live kind of like right by the highway, so there's like an overpass. Literally, my neighborhood looks just like this card. So if you do live in the DC area, or if you live somewhere like in New York where there's like Penn Station, it's saying to gravitate towards those areas, or if there's other, I don't know, other places with that. And this also saying is to be very practical. You can't do anything without truth. If you don't know the truth, then you can't move forward. So it's like if you're living a lie, or if you're living off a deception, you will never be able to progress or move forward, because the thing you're trying to move forward on isn't real. So you can't move forward. But I see there's a huge emphasis for you on family this month. And so if you move, attract, stay around this 10 of Pentacles situation, if you're pragmatic and realistic about your goals, if you have joy and love and happiness in your heart and the best intentions of your friends and family, and that's how I see Taurus attracting abundance in the month of September. I see you splitting away from some Virgo connections or leaving school for a while. So like maybe if you are struggling to enroll in school this fall, this may not be, maybe you should take a semester off, because maybe you'll need to spend that money elsewhere. I see a scattering of your energies, and I see like, it could even be a situation where like you don't go to school this fall. Your mother's really upset by it because she doesn't want you to look like a loser, or she doesn't want to feel like a loser. But you have to do what's best for you, Taurus. You can't do what's best for other people, because you have to think about your long con, your end game, and you know, that's what you want. So don't do things for other people. Live your life for yourself. Like very clearly, very shrewdly, like look at this card, try to attract this situation, like literally close your eyes and try to envision this card and being a part of your life. And this one too, 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of coins, or 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. And yeah, like, cause I think, honestly, I think of like what Taurus truly wants in life. It's the 10 of Cup cards, where it's, you know, abundance, happiness, a long loving connection with your family and your loved ones. All right, Taurus, so that was September, and I'll see you in October. Thank you. Bye.